on. I know it's on time. But the delay of us is absurd.
Yeah, it is.
In the moment, in the live record, which, the audience, the 10 people that there are, they don't get to
and
enjoy
we thank
this.
you so much, group of 10, for being with us.
I name you all by night because we can see that kind of information. No, we can't.
No, not at all.
Every night I have a list and I kiss each and every name on the list of every listener of the show. No, it's like
Arya just going to sleep clutching a knife, repeating everyone's name.
But it's me clutching a mic, whispering every name into the mic. Thank you, Ben.
Thank you, Jackass Matt.
Thank you, Jackass Matt. Thank you, other Matt that doesn't listen.
Thank you, Baylor.
Does Baylor listen?
I think so. Sometimes.
Oh yeah, he does. He's commented on it to us.
My neighbor,
that makes sense.
who I don't know if she wants her name.
Oh yeah.
Allowed in public.
Oh yeah, my neighbor too.
I have a neighbor.
Yeah, I have a neighbor too. They listen.
We're friends.
I know a couple people who listen. I won't say who they are.
That's a secret for me.
Never tell.
Ooh, how you doing, Will?
Well,
how's it going in your world?
It's a beautiful, dreary Tuesday, and I had a wonderful day.
Yeah?
Nice
what made
day.
It wonderful?
Mostly the dinner. I cooked myself a pretty good dinner tonight.
Lay it on me.
If I must
what was
be,
it?
Hey, if I could be so honest.
Mushrooms and eggplant covered in cilantro and olives.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. It is that. I have cooked something like that before. It did not have cilantro or olives on it, but mushrooms and eggplant. I've done a mushroom and eggplant dish for sure. Probably.
That's pretty Italian. You like Italian food?
Yeah,
you are Italian.
I am Italian. Thank you. Thank you for noticing. It's such a huge part of my personality.
It really actually sometimes is.
Food it is. I do love Italian food. And I like to cook Italian dishes. But not like... I don't cook fucking chicken Alfredo.
No, you cook like
old...
Fresco.
Yes, yeah. Fresh fresco. the Italian, as they say in the old country.
in the motherland.
Fresh fresco. Oh.
Fresh fresco food. Delicioso.
I cooked. I actually did do kind of an Italian thing, but it was.
What'd you do? What was dinner?
I did a grilled salmon steak, like the cross section.
Ooh,
that big, like that cool, chunky,
nice honker.
Nice honker cross section of a fish, where the skin's like going all the way around.
Yep.
I did broccolini, and I did
already so Italian,
and a pile of mushrooms. Just all kind of grilled. All kind of grilled.
Sounds so good.
It was great. It was so much food I couldn't even finish it. I was so full. I was so full.
I have not eaten dinner.
I was gonna say you haven't had dinner yet. It's 8 p.m.
Yeah, I had a mocha latte soylent and a grilled cheese.
That's disgusting.
Today. Not together.
Okay. Separate.
Yeah,
so
at
you had
separate
a
times.
Mocha latte frappe mama baby soylent. Mochaccino.
It was good. It was actually good. I don't like
What's that song that's making me think of?
Oh, Lady Marmalade?
Yes, that's exactly it. I was like,
Mochaccino soylent, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. See, you knew.
That's my favorite lyric.
What song did you have for breakfast? Mochaccino soylent, yeah.
Real soylent marmalade.
This is gonna be my meal. Replacement.
It's 400 calories and it's 20 grams of protein and like 15 grams of fat. It's like actually pretty good.
It's pretty. That sounds like a good thing. That sounds like a good thing.
I got them because of the Vyvanse that I don't have makes me not want to eat. like eating is literally the most disgusting thing I could possibly do while I'm in like the throes of medication.
The throes of passionate medication.
It's like really not good to not eat, especially like on that medication. You got to do like a lot of protein.
I think
for your
you
brain.
better. I think you better clarify that you're not a nutritionist and you have no grounds to say that it's actually unhealthy not to eat. You can't say that.
Legally, yeah, I don't have the credentials to say that as medical advice, but generally,
you don't have a leg to stand on.
Generally, you do need to eat. Like
you don't have
as
a
human. Like
you don't
every
have a
once
chicken
in a while.
leg to stand on.
I wish I did, like a Baba Yaga.
I wish I had I wish this house would just have two big chicken legs attached to it that I could nibble
go
on.
anywhere. No, I did actually ask my doctor though when he was asking me how the medication was going, and I was like, I made avocado toast one day, and it was like I was gagging through it, even though it was like good avocado toast.
All right. Well,
and so I was like,
leave
Doctor,
that for someone else to decide, but.
Dude, it was good. It was sourdough, fried in butter, mashed avocado with salt and pepper.
Damn. Okay.
And then an egg that I fried in
obscene.
That chili oil that you introduced to me and Brad to.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, that's good.
That's that's obscene. That's NSFW.
No way around it, and I was just like.
This episode, I don't even know if either of us has swore yet. This episode is already explicit because of that meal that you cooked, that you just described. We're gonna upload this episode onto. Might as well upload this episode on P-Hub. How explicit that meal was.
I'm gonna upload it on OnlyFans.
Yeah,
just that clip of me describing toast.
Yeah, the top 0.1% of OnlyFans.
Yeah, shot to the top ranks. We're millionaires.
You just describing egg dishes cooked in chili oil.
Dude, I have a visceral reaction to, like, if someone, shows a video and, like, cuts an egg yolk.
I've done this, right? I've, like, taken pictures of a yolk and sent it to you as a joke.
Yes. Yeah. And it's like, this is actually not, like, we're crossing a boundary of our friendship.
Yes. I feel
I feel might as well send me a dick pic.
I feel so awkward every time I do it. But I know I can't get in trouble because it's an egg.
Dude, it's like, I turn into, like, an 80s, like, teen movie guy where I'm like, I, like, bite my knuckle.
You become the Awooga wolf.
Oh yeah, dude, for real. My eyes turn into hearts and jump out of my skull.
Pump out of your face.
Yeah. Seriously though, DM me all your egg cutting videos.
Gross.
I'll look at them in private.
I'll save these for later.
For when I'm in the shower.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I was going to make a joke
how
of
surprised you were by that.
What the I was going to make a joke like, I'll have these sent to my chamber. Like, some like,
Yeah. My private chambers.
Maybe some anachronistic comedy. Like, up in my bell tower.
No.
Me and my hunchback friend will just
I'm going to put them in my spank bank.
Yeah. No, I'm going to save these on my phone and put them in a Ziploc bag and look at them in the shower. Where I beat off every morning.
Where I jerk it.
Where I get my crank on.
Where I jank it with Goodman.
Hey, a callback to an episode I recorded 2 days ago.
Fucking finally called back, and only because my goldfish memory has held on to what we talked about.
Your goal to fish memory?
My goldfish memory?
I know what you were trying to say. It just sounded
my
like
gefilte fish memory.
Your gold to fish. Hey, easy. You're walking a tight line right now.
I don't think you can say that.
I don't think you could make fun of gefilte fish.
I think everyone should be allowed to make fun of gefilte fish.
I think everyone can.
Good.
It's not very good. I was
It's not
so
good.
curious to try it at one point in life, and all it took was me to see it, and I said, no, I don't want to
Yes.
try that anymore.
Dude, for real. When I
No,
went
I
to a
don't wanna
friend's
try that.
Passover,
I was there. This is
like-
probably the same exact time.
was that the same one?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I was like, I'm going to try everything. Like, I'm going to immerse myself into the event of Passover. And then I saw the gefilte
Immerse.
fish, and I was like, I'm going to skip over that and go straight to the brisket.
Yeah, I don't think I want that at all.
And I'm like enjoying matzo ball soup. Like,
It's
yum,
great.
Yum, yum. What's
Matzo ball
next?
soup, pretty good.
Gefilte fish. And it's like in a big jar, and it's all oily and like,
I think it was several of like our host said, you will not want this, and several of us said, I think I'd like to be open to decide that for myself, and then
Right.
very quickly determined, oh, you're so right.
I know. I feel like they only got it because they were like, you got to get it. But like,
I
none
think-
of us in this house like
I
eat
think
it.
someone liked it. I think someone did like it.
Do you think it was his dad? I think it was his dad.
It might have been. I think someone there
Like
did
it was
like
one of
it.
those like, it was like, I grew up on this and that's the only reason I like this. Is
Yeah.
like, I never knew any other like way.
This is all I've
I
ever
didn't know
known.
you could not like it.
Yeah, I didn't know the not liking it was an option.
Yeah. Exactly.
Check yes or no. I only saw check yes.
Yeah. I went for the first, like, the directions are check yes.
I
Or
didn't
no.
read
Oh.
the or no. Damn it. George.
I thought that was the next direction.
George, you could have sung that line a little bit faster.
Damn it, George. Check yes.
Oh,
Done.
okay, done.
Or no. Damn it.
Damn it. No. Oh, let's be honest. It's George Strait. No one's checking no.
Hey, have you seen him?
Have you seen him? Have you heard his voice?
Have you seen those tight jeans?
Have you seen those little bitty boots?
Doesn't he like have an earring too?
I think so. That sounds right.
I feel like he has like a little dangly cross earring.
A cool
No, I'm
little
thinking
dangle.
of Boy George.
I honestly don't know. If George Strait had an earring, I wouldn't put it past him. How
I'm
could
gonna
I?
look it up. Does George Strait have an earring? George Strait earring?
Question mark.
Images? I am getting a lot of images of earrings that have George Strait's face on them.
That's obscene. Oh my god.
Yeah, now that I'm looking at George Strait,
Not
I
an
don't
earring
think
guy.
he's an earring guy.
You don't think he ever did? That's too bad.
No.
I think he would have
No.
enjoyed. I think he would have enjoyed having a little earring.
I think he would have enjoyed it. I don't think he would have looked good with it though, because he has really big like grandpa ears.
Oh,
Like
let's
even
not-
when he's young.
Let's not call attention to those. Yeah.
Dude, like just like the ears of an 87-year-old man.
The
Like,
ears of an angel.
Huge. Giant ears.
Check yes
Never
or no,
stopped
and I can
growing.
hear which one you.
And I can tell by the scratch of the pencil.
Miles and Miles of Texas is him, right?
No, that is Asleep at the Wheel.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Yeah.
What else is? That's another
Man,
George.
that guy's voice.
That guy's voice also very good. You see how I get confused.
God, buttery smooth.
What's another George Strait hit?
George Strait.
What's another
hit,
George Strait classic?
Amarillo by Morning.
Okay. Trying to think of one that like, there's an ear pun. Something where he could hear
All
it.
my exes live.
Oh, that's
in
the one I'm
Texas.
thinking of.
Yep. All my ears live in Texas.
I can hear all my exes still in Texas.
Oh,
There we go. That's about it. That's probably
one of his top 20 songs is just called Run, which is very threatening.
Run. That's just about his morning. He just every morning he gets up, goes for a run. Running man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he likes to stay fit. Likes to take care of himself.
Yeah, he's got to fit into those jeans.
How else do you think he gets his waist itty bitty?
I'm on the itty bitty
Little tiny
plan.
waist. Every millennial that went on the itty bitty plan with their boomer mom.
Yeah, intermittent fasting. No. Itty bitty fasting for me.
eat one olive every hour.
I have one
for
slice of
24
a
hours.
bean.
A slice of a bean. I always, when you say a slice of a bean, I don't picture it going like being cut like
Sushi?
along. Yeah, I picture it being sliced off the top, so it's like a thin,
A thin little, like,
very thin, like paper of a bean.
yeah, bean paper. That sounds
And you
good.
just put it on like
Move over-
one
move
of those
over.
Listerine.
Move over, rice. There's a new paper in town. Bean paper.
Move over, fucking seaweed. I'm wrapping my sushi in bean.
All
Bean
American
slice.
grade A bean.
USDA prime choice.
Prime
bean.
choice bean paper.
Just see-through bean slice.
Hey, sounds all right to me.
Oh man.
Protein, fiber, bean, paper.
All my favorite things.
Everything I love. Everything I love in this world.
The hierarchy of needs.
Yeah. That's got me set.
Protein, fiber, bean, paper.
Paper.
What else do you
And
need?
paper to wrap it all up. To wrap up your pyramid, your hierarchy. What good is a hierarchy if it's all loose?
If there's no paper.
You can't take that anywhere. What if you wanted to give your hierarchy to another? You'd have to wrap it in paper.
You'd have to.
You better not
Where
wrap
you-
it in the bag it came in. Come on.
Oh. Just put it like in a Target bag.
My uncles would do that for Christmas. Just hand me a bag, hand me a plastic bag with something in it.
From like CVS.
Like, even if I liked it, I was like, what the hell? I mean, I was nice. I didn't care at the time. Didn't bother me
Right.
none. I was 10.
To me, it's just like, wow, you really like hate putting forth effort for people you care about, don't
Yeah.
you?
Damn, if you love me, you have a weird way of showing it.
Yeah.
It's just me, your only nephew. Except for
Yeah,
my
but-
brother.
I forgot you had a brother too.
Well, I meant
I
like,
was like,
I'm
the
thinking
only
like
one.
I'm thinking we are like, him and I are
Yeah.
a unit at this point in life. Like, I'm 10, he's 8. We're the same.
You are one nephew.
We're one nephew. Yeah, we're one entity.
One half of the same nephew. You should get little hearts, like best friend hearts that are cracked down the middle, and it just says Nep Hugh. And one of you can have one end, and the other can have the other.
Nep Hugh.
Nep Hugh. And then you put it together.
Nephew. Yeah, they're all dead. The uncles.
Ooh.
So
Hey, R.I.P.
you
uncles.
know what? Catch you at some point. Maybe.
Oh, what did I write on the urn for that sim that died in front of my sim? Can't wait to see you again. That was the epitaph on the urn.
Can't wait to see you again. Tasks: witness death.
Dude. She's too scared of death to plead for her life.
Yeah, God, it cracks me up that you've been playing Sims. That's such an insane.
I just want to build houses, really.
They're fun.
And, like,
It's fun.
Have woohoo with random people that live in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
Although I did the first date my sim went on.
Oh, a hot date,
Was-
huh?
I forget what woman it was. She's like a known flirt. This woman.
Oh,
And so I
okay.
sent my sim on a date with her.
Are
but
there
they
like
were
known Sims?
not getting along? There's like the Sims that are like in the neighborhood that I think are just like the base Sims, like the NPCs that are like
I
everyone.
didn't know there. I
encounters
didn't know
them.
there were like Sims of notoriety.
I mean, if you've played The Sims, you know them. I
So
forget her name.
everyone's neighbors are the same.
Yeah, I think so.
That's wild. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and you can have like, there's like a big pool of neighbors, so like not everyone's gonna have the same set.
Oh, okay. It's kind of like a.
But
you're
they're,
gonna
like,
you're gonna
all the
get
same.
you get what you get, but
Yeah,
hey, neighbors, you get what you get.
but she was like such a bitch to me on our date.
Damn.
So I insulted her. I called her mother a llama. and then left the table and went into the bar and drank with a bunch of people I didn't know, which is very like,
Very you.
yeah, very realism.
That's something you would do. You wouldn't have
Yeah.
you wouldn't have said llama, but
No, I think I would have just left.
yeah, I don't think you would have insulted their mom.
No,
That would
maybe
be
them.
that would be cruel. You maybe call them a llama.
Yeah, but yeah, I leave the mom out of this.
Yeah, come on. What the fuck? The fuck's wrong with your
But
sim?
yeah, and then I like
Wow, so
dated this
rude.
guy and got to a point where I could ask him if he wanted to marry me, and I never did it. So then our love meters went way down, and he broke up with me.
You were afraid of commitment.
I didn't want to. I was only like 2 hours into playing.
Oh, well, okay, yeah.
It's like, whew, what? I'm just gonna marry someone all of a sudden?
Well, I just left home and I gotta get married.
This is insane.
I think I'll move to the
I just
city.
built my dream house.
Yeah.
I'm a catch. So
I
marry
just-
the first guy who walks
Yeah.
in my front door.
Well,
I
gotta
don't think so.
move to the city, build a house, and marry the first guy who shows up at my doorstep and introduces himself to me? I don't think so, pal.
No. I
That
don't
is
play
the
my options.
that is the most fantastical part of The Sims. Is that from what I remember, people just like introduce themselves at your door.
Oh yeah, there's like once you build or buy a house, like immediately like fucking 8 people show up at your door.
Yeah.
And it's the welcome committee and they all have like food and they like want to get to know you and chat and stuff. And they just like walk into your house too.
Yeah,
It's
they
very
just come
rude.
on in. That's awesome.
And they like turn on your TV or like go on your computer and it's just like, hi, what was your name again? Like,
Excuse me, there's a password on that.
yeah.
Have fun staring
Like
at my
playing video
background.
games.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine like
They're
someone
booting
you
up-
barely know, like coming into your house and like booting up your Baldur's Gate?
Yeah, just like booting up the PlayStation, just like
Right.
hopping on Bloodborne, like what the fuck? This is hard. Like,
Right.
all right.
Like, that's my save file.
Hey, knock yourself out, pal.
I guess.
If you have to. They're hopping on my Switch. They're fucking deleting my Animal
Don't-
Crossing shit, which I would not even care at this point because that
Mm-hmm.
game kind of sucks.
I keep wanting to play it and then being like,
I've
Meh.
completely forgot it existed.
yeah. It did what it needed to do for us in 2020.
Yeah, in March or whatever of 2020, March, I guess, April, maybe.
I
it was.
didn't
Might have been
get it
April.
until like June or July.
No, you got it when we all got it.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure you did.
I remember being a bit late to the game.
Maybe you were. Either way, it wasn't
Not
fun.
like
It
that
wasn't
late.
that. It wasn't that interesting to play with people.
No, I get why people like it. Like just watering and shit and like fishing. Like, I get it.
It's
But
chill.
I need like a little more engagement.
Yeah.
But then like Stardew Valley is like too hard. Like, I don't like Stardew Valley. 'cause
Stardew
it's
Valley
like,
is
yeah,
not-
God, like,
Is not relaxing. It's like
no.
you have
Not
to
at
be.
all.
You have to be hyper focusing. It is
Yeah.
you are hyper focusing to play that game.
But like, I can't just like do it. And if I'm not good immediately, I don't want to do it at all.
Oh yeah.
Like, that's what's nice about Animal Crossing is that there's like no barrier to entry whatsoever.
You can't be
Like,
bad at it.
Yeah.
There's nothing to be bad at.
Stardew is like, oh, you haven't figured out how to make mead, and it's like,
Mead? I can't even grow a turnip.
I didn't even know you could have honey, let
Yeah.
alone mead.
Mead? The existence of
What are
mead,
you
does that mean
talking
at one
about?
point I have to make wine? What the hell?
Like, what? What is this game?
It is.
I live in a city.
I do like Stardew.
I've just never got into it. Real shame, but I tried it for a little while and I was just like, this is difficult.
It
I
is like
don't care for it.
it truly is a game. It is a game.
Yeah.
It's not like a relaxing like sim type
But it's
shit.
like, I feel like everyone talks about it as if it's like a cozy game and it's like relaxing and And it's like, no, that's not relaxing
I think
at all. I'm
I think
stressed
maybe
as hell
like
trying to get back to my farmhouse before I fall asleep in the middle of the street.
I think it does. I think maybe you play it. You in the game you get to a point where it does become that. Like at the start, it's kind of like a grind because you're like just getting things going.
Yeah.
And you have a lot of work. You have a lot of work to do. Hey, running a
Cut down a
farm
bunch
is
of
not
fucking
easy
trees.
business. You gotta cut down trees. You gotta mow the yard, mow the grass.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
You gotta mow the grass with your scythe, with your Grim Reaper's scythe.
Did I tell you about how Brad cut our grass with his sword?
Yes, I don't know if you told me about this on the podcast, but I saw a video of it.
Oh, our poop guy fired us too because we refused to cut the grass with the sword anymore.
Oh my god, your poop
He
guy.
was like, I can't get the poop. The grass is too long. And we're like, well, I don't know what to tell you. And he was like, well, it's been a pleasure doing business with
Wow, you had a guy you had hired. This is insane, by the way. This entire story is insane. You had a guy that you paid who showed up and picked up your dog shit,
Yep.
and he fired
paid him
you.
$20. He fired us because we wouldn't cut the grass in the 7 by 15 area that my dog poops in.
Now, surely there's a solution there to cutting your grass.
Yes, there is, but the thing is that both of us have the bad brain, and we just couldn't do all the steps of ask the landlord for weed whacker and then get weed whacker and then go use weed whacker.
Okay.
Like that was too much.
At least there was at least you knew the steps. At least you knew the
We
steps that
tried-
needed to be done.
We tried once and it didn't work out, and then we never tried again because it didn't work out the first time.
What didn't work out? What didn't work out about that?
We asked the landlord for their weed whacker and they were like, yeah, totally, you can borrow it. And then we never got it. And so we were just like,
Oh,
like they didn't put it out for us.
Oh, you would have had to gone over and maybe knocked on the door.
Ugh, insane. No, never.
Might have had to talk to a
going to do
human
that.
face to face and had them hand you a tool for free.
Yep. And we would have had to walk it like 50 feet the other direction. And
Yeah. And use it for about 20 minutes.
ridiculous.
Maybe 20 minutes.
Ridiculous. Yeah, so our solution was Brad ordered the exact same pooper scooper that the guy uses off of Amazon. And now Brad's going to scoop the poop.
But
Which should have been the original thing that we did.
yeah, you didn't
like.
really need a guy doing that for you.
It was kind of nice for a second there.
Oh, of course it's nice. It's an insane thing to have someone do. Yeah, it's nice.
I mean, if literally the fact that we asked once for a tool and it wasn't given to us put us off of ever doing the task, I think it makes sense that I paid a guy to go get the poop.
Yes.
You
I'm
know.
curious to know what the next chapter of this saga results in.
There's a pooper scooper in our house, and
Has it been used?
not yet, but we just got it. You got to give us time to get used to the concept of it.
The idea of it
being in our
being
house.
there.
Yeah.
It's got it needs at least a couple spiders on it before you'll touch it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got to get covered in dog hair before we shake
If
it
it
off.
hasn't been covered in dust, spiders, and dog hair. If your
don't
little
wanna use
Roomba, if your Roomba hasn't tried to kill itself on the new object, then
Yeah.
you can't use it yet.
It's true. It's true.
Ridiculous.
So that's what's up with me. I got fired by my poop guy.
By your poop guy.
And he lectured me. He was like, I don't get why you can't get the landlord to cut the grass. And I was like, well,
This is me. No, this
I'm
so this
not
guy is me. Other than the fact that I
trying.
don't pick up poop for a living, this guy is my attitude of like, you guys, you rent. Just it's a small patch of grass. Just
yeah, but it's like,
it's so.
I tried and it didn't work. I tried once and it failed, and now I can't do anything else. So, like,
Yeah. If you guys didn't have dogs, I would almost say like that stupid fence. You don't even need that stupid fence.
yeah, no. But
instead,
the
you
whole point
said
is
you have
that
2 big dogs.
2 big dumb dogs, and one of them can't even use the area outside because he has a vertical of like 15 feet.
He could dunk.
Yeah, dude. And if he sees a cat or a squirrel, gone. He's gone.
It's over.
Absolutely gone.
Hey, it's never been more over than right now. Especially for your poop life. You're just gonna have a yard full of shit.
Big mound of dung like in Jurassic Park.
Yes.
Big pile of shit.
You're gonna have gloves up to your shoulder.
Yeah.
That's just you reaching through the shit to open your door.
Yeah, trying to get in the back door.
Oh crap.
Oh.
Well, that sucks. You got fired. So you got fired.
Yeah, I mean that's $24 a week I'm not paying, so
That's fair. Damn.
no biggie, I guess.
This is wild to me. This is just wild. What other kind of places have you lived? I'm just gonna throw that out there. You live in Buffalo. You used to live in.
I live in Buffalo.
Used to live in.
Before that, lived in Denton in a house made of paper mache.
Paper mache and like rubber cement.
Yeah, as far as we could tell, there were no studs, which is very concerning. All the windows were painted shut.
It's probably that the paint was so thick you couldn't, like, a stud finder didn't work anymore.
When we were like
when you were rooting around.
Yeah, we like tried many times to try to hang something that was kind of heavy, and we were just putting nail holes everywhere, and there was not a stud to be found. And it made sense that there wouldn't be, like, it was just like drywall and siding and like nothing in between, because it got so hot in that house and also so cold in that house. Like,
That just seems wild to me.
The like our electricity bill was like insane.
Damn it. That house sucked.
Dude, that house absolutely sucked.
It was
it
so
was
small.
a great house. I liked it. Like, I'm no problem, like, happy I lived in it, but also, like, it sucked. It was a bad house. Before that, though, I had that sick-ass apartment in Dallas that was all windows.
Yeah, you should have just lived there forever.
I know. That was such a nice place. The fucking super sucked, though. Oh, my God. He was such a freak. God, he was weird. I hated him.
Yeah, he was
That
weird.
actually made that place suck. Like...
Yeah, I mean, like, a bad... Like, no one wants a bad super... I've had my
really
share.
Overbearing.
Yeah. I've never had a super, but I've had like very shitty points of contact for things.
Yeah.
Like when I lived in my studio, my very hip artist loft studio garage.
The windowless, except
two skylights.
Yeah, that would like, it was like being an ant under a magnifying glass.
If you could not be anywhere where the sun was directly coming through. Otherwise, you were an ant under a microscope. Yes. Or a magnifying glass.
Like your skin would melt off.
You would have to, when you came and visited and you were on the air mattress and you had to like move to like, you kept like
under the sink at one point.
Scooting over to like avoid the sun's rays. That was so funny.
It was the worst.
That place sucked because, well, I mean, for more reasons than one. If it had been raining for long enough, like enough days in a row, or even like enough, depending on like the angle and like the like severity of the rain,
right?
Those skylights would leak.
Oh, that's good.
They would just start dripping.
You had a lot of plants hanging under them, at least.
Yeah. So at one point, eventually, like when I realized that the fucking landlord wasn't going to do anything about it, I hung plants strategically to catch the drops.
But it's like, if it leaks enough, then the plants are leaking.
Then the plants are leaking. Yes. Yeah. I just figured like, all right, this is like, hedge my bets here. But
yeah,
no, that place was
it's
insane.
better than
like
nothing.
Like I the plant started leaking about 6 months after I moved, or sorry, the skylight started leaking about 6 months after I moved in. I moved in like the dead of winter, so of course nothing was going to leak until the entire world thawed. And so I messaged the landlord. I'm like, hey, like the skylight's leaking, which this would be like obviously a problem if I'm like out of town or if I'm away and it starts leaking while I'm gone and I can't deal with it. Also, it's just a problem in general because I don't want to have a roof that leaks.
Right.
They're like, okay, yeah, like we'll get someone over there to check it out. They do nothing. They do absolutely nothing.
Of course.
Time goes by. The next big storm comes through, leaks again. And I'm like, hey, this still leaks, just like the first time I brought this up. It's still a problem, actually. You know what? Funny story for you. That thing you never fixed, still an issue.
It's not fixed, which is weird.
Hey, it's so funny. I contacted you about this big problem that you didn't fix, and lo and behold, here we are.
Still a problem.
Hey, I got home and the floor was a puddle. Nice, very nice. Not my fucking floor,
Super
so I don't
cool.
give a shit. Maybe you would.
Right.
Maybe you might care. Maybe you might care a little
don't
bit
know
about the
about you.
floor, but
This is your property.
I can't
after all.
speak for myself. But maybe you might care. So I finally got them to send someone over, like some roofers or whatever.
Yeah.
These people are up on my roof. I can hear them.
Just some
They're
guy with like a caulk gun.
They're stomping around. Mm-hmm. And some guy putting his cock in a gun on my roof and like shooting his dick off. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Just whap on the on the skylight. Thunk.
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 Kerplunk.
It's like, what is? Oh my god!
What are these? Oh, whoa,
Is that a bird?
buddy. So, fella, no, come on, pal, fella,
Hey.
what are we doing up here? I walk up the ladder, put my arms on the edge of the roof. How are we doing up here? Something the matter?
Guys.
Hey guys,
Hey, champ.
we having a hard time today? Did you shoot your dick off with your cock gun?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to call 911. Okay, buddy? We're going to get you an air flight. We're going to get you out of here. We're going to get you flown over to a hospital, probably. Or maybe the fire department with their...
Jail, maybe.
And then maybe I'm going to press charges. And then maybe I'm going to have to call up a lawyer.
Does that sound good, bud?
And maybe we're going to have to see where this goes, bud. The blood's leaking. The blood's leaking into my apartment now.
You still didn't finish the leak, by the way.
You didn't. You could have fixed the hole first. So these two dudes come by and like check things out, and they leave, and I'm like, oh, finally, it's fucking fixed. Like, surely these guys were up there forever. I get a message from the landlord. Roofers didn't see any problem. I thought, fucking bitch, are you gaslighting me?
Bitch.
Are you and these roofers trying to fucking gaslight me that
Land lady, more like land bitch.
more like land cunt and a half? I'm being gaslit. I'm lying that there's a leak. Like, what do you mean?
Right.
What do you mean they didn't find a problem? Like, I'm not lying. The next time it started to leak, I took a fucking video. They literally asked me, "Can you get like video of it?" It's like, yeah, sure. Let me call up fucking National Geographic. Get a camera crew out here. The rare leak.
God, get a storm going.
The rare leaking roof that you need. That you need fucking found footage. Like, I'm fucking hunting Bigfoot out here.
Found footage.
Like, yeah. So I get a video. I send it to him. Like, is that good enough? Is that fucking,
Here it is.
Does that check all the boxes for? It's now like the 5th or 6th time this has happened.
Yeah.
You know what? I lived there for 3 years. Never fixed.
Damn.
It was never
That's
fixed.
wild.
And I even told the people who moved in after me. I told them, roof leaks.
I wish I could have told so many things to the people that moved into that Denton house, the paper house
I
after
told
me.
Yeah, I told the people moving in after me. I told them so many things. It felt so good.
We were like getting out of town fast though. We were like
When you were getting out of Denton.
Yeah.
Denton.
Yeah, there were no 3-prong outlets in the whole house.
That is very funny. I guess you could solve that with like a power bar, but still nuts.
Yeah. No, most of the power bars I had were
Used
3-prong.
3-prong. I was gonna say, yeah, maybe not.
The dishwasher broke, replaced. Refrigerator broke. I had to buy a refrigerator.
That's insane.
Which I then had to leave there because the one person that could come pick it up canceled the morning of, which was the day before we were leaving, because they were sick or something. Which, to be fair, it was like, it's like COVID or whatever. Like, then yeah, don't come here. But it was like the one person available to do it. And they were like, can you do it Thursday? And I was like, well, I'm leaving tomorrow, which is not Thursday, to move across the country. So guess I'll just leave it here. I even contacted the property management company. And I was like, do you guys want to give me like $300? And I'll leave the fridge. Like, and it was like a nice fridge. It had like indoor water.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Like, it was nice. Nope. So they just got a free, nice fridge.
You should have destroyed it.
But I just gotten it.
I know, but it
like
would have felt so
6
good
months
to just
before.
like, it would have felt so good to just take an axe to it and then been like,
Just
all
rip
right.
it out and dump it in the yard or something.
No, destroy it and leave it inside. So they have to, like, the property owner has to deal with a broken fridge.
Oh, and like the week I moved in, I was, moving in, and I opened up under the sink in the kitchen, and there were rodent droppings. And I contacted them, and they were like, pest control is on you. And I was like, first of all, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Like, unless
Texas,
I'm like actively causing it.
Texas
Like,
fucking
if you
sucks.
come into my house and I'm a hoarder, then yeah, that's one thing. But I've been here like a week, and there's rodent droppings. Like, that's not my fucking problem. And I was like, okay, well, I hope your electrical, like, I have renter's insurance, so, we're good. But, like, hope they don't chew through the wires and cause an electrical fire and burn your fucking shitty house down. Because it's made of nothing. Like, it's literally newspaper. It's like a fucking Hooverville house.
Pests are on you. Oh, the owner of the house doesn't care. Okay, great.
So that's cool. That's good for you. And there was a washer and dryer in the garage when we moved in, including like also there was like a table and like a bunch of trash.
Was it the laundry machine full of like a load of laundry?
It was full of old dirty
Like a
clothes.
swamp clothes.
And I emailed them and I was like, yo, the washer is full of clothes. And they had someone like go and remove them. And then I messaged and I was like, the washer is also broken. And they were like, well, we advertised washer dryer hookups. That washer and dryer was actually left by the last tenants. I was like, along with, when I got the tour, the dishwasher had an entire full load of dishes in it. And there were like a shitload of hangers in the
fucking
closet.
Losers
and I was like,
who like will gladly take every penny you make and make you pay for everything. They don't do a single thing. It's insane.
No, they're doing nothing.
It's so wild. Like,
you couldn't even clean it before I toured it. Like,
it's
what
so
the
wild
fuck
to me.
are you doing?
There's like a property management company like renting this or representing this house on behalf of its owner.
Yeah.
And they do fucking nothing. It's like fucking Texas sucks.
Yeah, dude. Big time. Yeah. So I was like, the washer's broken, and they were like, oh yeah, we don't own that. The last people left it, so if you want it fixed, you gotta do it yourself. And I was like, okay, well then I guess there's just a fucking washer and dryer in like unusable in the garage. That's great. Thank you. Like, cool.
Yeah.
Not to mention all of the leftover like furniture and like the broken home pod and like Like,
I love that none of the
what
windows
the
open
fuck?
too. All the windows were like painted shut,
None of the windows
which is
open.
probably illegal.
It is illegal. Yeah.
Yeah. Like every
So-
room needs to have like an opening that can get outside in case of like fire.
Yeah. Nope. I would have. Luckily, I mean, all of the window panes were just like acrylic glued into the paint, so I could have like punched them out easy. Like,
Yeah. Much like your dog did do.
actually did do. That was probably terrifying for whatever delivery person that was.
Oh god, yeah, a monster dog just ripping its way outside, busting through a
Just
window.
punches through.
Literally like what's the fucking Stephen King?
The Shining.
Cujo?
Oh yeah,
The scary
A little
dog.
bit of Shining, a little bit of Cujo.
Okay, yeah. Well, we were talking about a dog here, so there's no dogs in The Shining.
I know, but he's like busting through. Like
He's
Jack did in
here's
The Shining.
Johnny. He's here Johnny.
Yeah,
Your dog
and
is
then
your dog
I don't
is
know
Jack.
how like whoever whoever like that happened to, they kept their head and put him in the backyard.
That's
and we,
wild
like,
to
came
me.
home from like lunch or whatever, and he's in the backyard, and we're like,
He's in the backyard,
the
broken
fuck?
glass everywhere.
yeah,
An axe
screens punched out.
An axe has been chopping through the door.
I still got almost half of my deposit back from that place.
That's wild to me. That doesn't make any sense.
I know,
should-
we left a bunch of trash and we never fixed that window.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know how we got.
It's so weird. Yeah,
Maybe they were like, well, they left the fridge. We'll give them some money.
maybe they were. I don't want to give them credit. I don't want to give this person any benefit of the doubt. I went with you when you picked up the keys, which is so strange.
Oh, yeah, you did.
I was there that day. I was just like, I was literally like little boy stuck, like waiting in the like lobby. My phone doesn't work because I have a Canadian plan at this point. I'm just like, just looking around. My legs, like kicking my legs on the
While
chair.
I'm like filling out paperwork.
Yeah,
You're like, can we go?
can we go? I'm bored. This is boring. This sucks. I'm bored. I want to get out of here.
Oh, man. So you're looking for a roommate right now. So everyone DM Will
I
if
am.
you want to live in his house.
I'm deep in the search.
No one's worked out yet.
I'm up to my elbows in roommate shit. No. Yeah, so I had someone lined up. They backed out. Like they had to just like, their situation changed.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, like less than 3 weeks to month's end, I was like, oh shit, I gotta like start this process all over again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've got fucking four viewings tomorrow.
Damn.
I'm meeting 4 strangers tomorrow throughout the
That's-
day. I'm gonna be my brain is just gonna. I don't.
I hate that.
It's gonna be a rough go of it.
Yeah.
From like
that doesn't sound good. That sounds like a trip to the bar afterwards.
right. Yeah, meeting 4 people throughout the day, which means I'm gonna get nothing done. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
be mentally preparing myself for that all day.
Yeah.
And then I think maybe one the next day, but I think that's it. Like I think I have 5.
You think you're gonna find someone?
I think
Anyone
so. Yeah, I think one
looking
of these.
promising?
I'm sure one of these people. I mean, they're all promising.
Yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't let them get to the viewing stage if they weren't promising.
No, yeah, you get no response if you're not promising. You get ghosted.
Not cool.
That's a ghost. I haven't even I don't even have the time to read all the messages, let alone respond to them all.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, last time you were looking for a roommate, it was like insane too, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I get
you were just like inundated.
like this time I've used less avenues to search, because before when I used additional like sites and like means to find someone, I would be up to like over 50 responses.
Damn.
And like it's like I can maybe like really read the first like 20, 25, maybe 30, and I'm maybe responding to like 10 people.
Yeah.
Like if I don't think it's going to work out, I'm just like I don't have the time to even like hit them back, because it's like I can't respond to all these people. It's insane.
Like, if you're ugly,
Damn it.
you're not getting a response.
If your profile picture is
I'm
a
not
cartoon,
dignifying.
if your profile picture is like a sunset, no way.
You're out. You're not even. It's like you don't exist.
Yeah, so I was thinking about it. I don't know about you. I don't think you've ever had a roommate.
Oh, yes, I have.
Okay. Well, we'll get to that in a second.
I have.
Well, we'll get to that later. I was thinking, I haven't made a list. I was going to make a list, and I didn't. I've actually, not even for this record, I've always wanted to like sit down and write it down. Like, write it down, all my roommates. Like, because I'm so curious, like, how many have I had?
Yeah.
The last time I did a mental count, I hit 30.
Damn. Shit. That's like way more than I've had.
Yeah, I've had
like 10 times the
I've
amount.
had so many roommates.
Jeez.
It's nuts.
That is nuts.
I might be up to like 35 at this point.
Crazy.
Like, so many people. That's why I'm so well adjusted. I've just met people from all walks of life.
Nah. No, one of my like big goals as a youth in my early 20s was like, I gotta get out of this. Like, I gotta have my own place. I cannot deal. And it's like, I think I just like, I've had a couple good roommate situations, but my first one like just put such a bad taste in my mouth that I was like, I'm never like going through that again. Like, I'm not doing that again.
Yeah, tell me about that. What was this? When did you have a roommate? I've never known you to have a roommate.
When I first moved to Austin, I lived in one of those apartment complexes where you just pay your share of the room. And it's like for students, you know?
Oh yeah, those are good arrangements. I like those.
No, it was a great arrangement. It was like $450 for a lockable room with my own bathroom.
You can't get like snubbed.
Yeah, exactly. That was the other thing.
For. You can't get like,
and they like,
no one can like short you.
Yeah. Like, which was nice. At least this one, like,
yeah, I've lived in places like that.
Knew who was living where and like asked me what I like to do for fun and stuff, and like had answers from the other people who needed a room.
I always wondered if they actually like even.
I mean, they put me with a drug dealer and his girlfriend. So they kind of nailed it.
Honestly?
On paper, they nailed it. But they were the roommates I had where I would come home and they would be having sex in the living room.
That's awesome. That's so fucking shitty of them.
In-fucking sane to me.
I love that. That's so funny. They're just fucking on the couch.
Yes, dude. And I'm like, okay, it's your couch. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. The thing is, you live with people. I wasn't the only other roommate. It was a 3-bedroom. And at some points, they would, like, I would be like, hey, I'm going to go to the gym. I'll be back in, like, 30, 45 minutes. And they'd be, like, watching TV, like, okay, see you later. I'd come in. He's eating her out on the couch. And I'm just like, hey, guys. And I'm, like, in the kitchen just, like,
you're all
making
sweaty.
A snack. Like, I'll let you guys wrap up. Like, what the fuck? In the middle of the afternoon on, like, a Monday. Like, have some decorum. Go to your bedroom.
You gave them
a time.
A time limit. Like, I know what you're doing the second I walk out the door. The moment you hear me lock the door from the outside. The second you hear me pull the key out of the lock that I just locked because I'm leaving, you are going to be going down Puss Town.
Just faceful.
Jesus Christ.
Insane.
Oh, I lost track of time. Oh, I lost track of time. Sorry. 35.
If you're gonna do that, just go. The other thing
I'm going to the gym.
God. They would also, like, they would do it in their bedroom.
Sure.
But It was so loud that I took to going to sleep with headphones. Because I was like, I'm not going to fucking suffer this. Like,
Yeah.
I have like stuff to do. Like,
That is
I can't just be laying awake at fucking 4:30 in the morning because you guys just sent your friends home that you were playing beer pong with, and I'm laying awake just listening to like rhythmic. It was like you're not even
Gross.
like trying to make it sound real.
You're faking it. You're faking it so hard.
So fake. But they gave me like so many free drugs, so
Yeah.
you
Hard
know.
to complain at that point. And how old were you?
Oh, 22,
Yeah, you don't even know.
21, 22.
You're not capable of complaining. You don't know how. You don't have like the social
I don't.
wherewithal
don't
to
know.
even bring that up. It's like a
Right.
constructive conversation. You can't even have that at 22. You're just like,
No,
this
I
sucks.
had
These people suck. That's the end of
no
thought.
idea how
That's
to do
all.
And then I lived with our friend Morgan, which was a much better situation.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a really cute house too. Oh my gosh. It
Oh,
was
I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know y'all ever lived together.
Yeah, we lived together for like a year. And then I forget where she moved. She moved out, and I just got like a Craigslist roommate that replaced her. And it was
Okay,
like,
rolling the dice, but it worked out.
yeah, but it was like another girl, and she was a bit older than us. She was probably like, I don't know, late 20s, early 30s. And she was fine. Like it was one of those roommate situations where we were just like ships in the night, like didn't really spend a lot of time together.
Yeah,
kinda
that's
thing.
that's kind of where I'm at right now.
And then after that was when I got my first place alone, which was that apartment near downtown. That was like the best location ever.
The one that your cat fell out of the
Yeah. Oh my god.
jumped from the balcony and lived.
Okay, here's the story. I lived on the 4th floor, and it was one of those like new build apartments where
You build stupid buildings where it's
yeah, the 5/1.
yeah, 5/1 where like it circles. It's like a big like a rectangular like block, and it circles
so
the
my
pool.
balcony faced the pool. I didn't
Yeah.
face the street. I faced the pool, the inside. And I'm on the 4th floor, and my cat Gerald, who we met last episode, he liked to go out on the balcony, and he started getting in the habit of going to the next door neighbor's balcony sometimes because it was like maybe 6 inches apart. And that freaked me out because I'm like, we're on the 4th floor, like one misstep. So I would
One dumb
I
cat
started-
misstep.
trying to not let him go outside, but he would try to go outside every time I opened the door, like classic
He
cat.
loved
but
it.
it's like,
He loved it out there.
I have a tiny little balcony, like don't do that. And one day I go to open the door, I can see and I'm like, no, and I like go to grab him, he bolts. He can't get a grip on the concrete and just slides off the edge of
Oh
the
my
balcony.
god.
And I was just like, no! Just like, no! And I like had to gather myself for like 5 seconds. Like, oh my
Like-
god, oh my god, oh my god. I'm going to look down and I'm going to see my broken,
Your
mangled cat.
Your cat's a puddle of blood. I'm like, your cat's like in the
Yes.
pool dead.
I fucking look over the balcony.
Fucking shark
He's
attack.
gone. He's gone.
Just there's no cat.
He's not anywhere. There's no cat. And I'm like, what the wait a minute. Like,
Well, what the hell?
hang on.
Where's my cat?
Did he actually fall? Am I crazy?
You're
so
starting
I
to
go-
second guess if any of it happened.
I'm like,
Your first
Did that
thought
really
is
happen?
no, I'm wrong. Nope, I'm
Yeah,
mistaken.
so I go down there and I'm like looking around, and there's these people in the corner floor unit, and they go, "Hey, are you looking for a cat?" And I was like, "Yes." And they're like, "He's under our like our couch outside, like our little, whatever couch."
Yeah,
And they're
well,
like, "You can come around."
He's
and
he's
come
under
get him."
our what's the word for it? Couch,
But like it's it's not a couch; it's an outdoor seating thing,
like a wicker thing,
yeah.
wicker piece of shit.
like a cushion.
What?
So I go
What word
around,
did you just
and
say?
I'm like,
What did you just call me?
"Cushion,
Cushion. Okay.
cushion."
Wicker with cushion.
So I go around,
What?
and they're like, "Yeah, he's just out there. We'll like let you through, and you can we can't get him." And I was like, I live on the 4th floor, and he just fell off of my balcony, and they were like, "What the fuck?" Well, he seems fine. And I grabbed him. He was like, we moved the little couch, and I grab him, and I take him upstairs, and I'm like shaking, just like, what the fuck? And he's like gripped into my shoulder, like, "Rah." And I take him upstairs. He seems completely fine. And then I look at him, and he's got one little scratch on his nose, because I think what happened is he hit the pool umbrella underneath my balcony and like bounced off of it. Yeah. But he had like a little scratch on his nose. I started weeping. Just like
all the emotions caught up to you in one moment.
Yeah, and I'm just like gripping him like, you almost died. But ever since then, he didn't really ever want to go outside ever again. So
I wonder why. You know, I kind of wonder why. Makes you think, what is it that made him not really want to run out onto the balcony anymore?
Yeah. That place was great, though. It was a good little apartment. Made me feel very grown up because it was one of those nice places with like
that's the
steel appliance and quartz countertops.
That was a faux nice place. Mm-hmm. You know, all show, no substance kind of place.
No quality, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, there was one of the walls like you could see it like just like it was at quite the angle. It was kind of funny, to be honest.
Over time, you could see the huge cracks kind of like starting to form as the foundation just inevitably gives way.
Yeah, it's just sinking in. But that was a great place because it was one of those affordable places that it was like it was luxury, but like you had to make under a certain bracket to get like, instead of it being like a $1,600 apartment, it was like $1,200 or $1,100 because I made under like a certain amount of money, but I made above poverty level. So, but it was like a mile walk down 6th Street to.
Oh yeah, I remember visiting. It was a great place.
I didn't use my car like ever, except to go to work, which that's a whole other. We should talk jobs next.
Hey, yeah.
We've got some doozies in our back pockets.
Had some weird ones.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that was one of my best places to live because it was the first place I lived alone, and it was like 20-something in the city, like living her life, you know?
Yeah.
Like I felt very Mary Tyler Moore, like I'm on my own. Bring? Yeah.
The world is mine.
It's going to bring me going to the same bar I always went to.
Seeing the same
every day.
3 friends.
Yep. Yeah, that's a good place. What was your favorite place as we wrap up?
My favorite place, the question I love to be asked. My God. What's my favorite place?
I sent you that TikTok. Don't have to run through every single place that you've ever lived and rank them. Just say a place that you liked to live.
That's what I was going to do. That's what I was going to do. I was going to think of what's a place I loved. What's a place I loved to live?
Yeah. I know you really like the apartment you're in now.
I love where I'm at now. This place is great. I'm very blessed to be here.
Yeah, you really are.
But that's not going to be my answer. My answer has to be probably a place in Texas. I really loved the last house I lived in when I was at A&M. I loved both. I lived in 2 different houses. One of them probably should be my answer, but I will save it because that is just a whole episode in its own. All the shit that went on there. I call it the swamp. I call it the swamp house, but the second house I lived in, the last place I lived in undergrad, was
okay.
Yeah, it was 3-bedroom house on like a half-acre lot, like this little tiny like ranch style house. I think we paid total for the whole place. Paid like $600, all bills paid.
Damn.
I was paying $200 a month for this bedroom.
That's awesome.
It was so nice. We had a garage.
And you liked the people you lived with and stuff?
It was great.
Like it was just a good overall experience.
Two friends of mine. Yeah. Everyone's hanging out. Everyone's getting along. Nice. It was kind of like the spot where everyone would just come on by. Doors open.
Oh, I miss those kinds of places. Man, that was so late teens, early 20s of just
oh yeah, it ruled.
Someone had the house and you could just go over there. Like you didn't have to text anyone. You didn't have to knock. You just walk in.
Come on in.
People are sitting around watching a movie, and you're like, "Hey," and you just plop down and start watching a movie. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Something's going on.
God, I loved that. That was always so nice. Just sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name, you know. And when you can't go to the bar, you gotta go to someone's house.
You gotta go to someone's house. I mean, you don't want to go to the bar because it's expensive and annoying. Because you're in a college town and the bar is just obnoxious.
Right. Yeah,
You never lived in a college
never
town,
had that
really.
problem.
Kind of. I guess you lived in Denton, which is sort of a college town.
Denton has a lot of townies, though, so it doesn't feel as college-y as like a college town normally does.
Yeah.
Like, I've always lived in cities with colleges.
University of
know?
University of NT.
Uh-huh.
There's
University of North T.
North T. How my T levels,
I forgot
Doc?
I did that. And
N for north. North of what?
T, that's stupid. Well,
Wow, we've learned so much about each other today. Okay.
I know. It's nice. I like these kinds of talks that we have.
Just,
Memories, stories.
And there's plenty more of those.
Hey, stay tuned.
Hey,
y'all.
stories. Where there's one, there's a whole lot of more.
Could be more.
There might be another one or two.
Okay, well,
All right.
thank
well,
you, Will.
Thank you.
Like, comment, subscribe. Leave a
Are we
review.
Yeah, do all that cool stuff that we love.
I don't know. Do it or don't.
As we
I don't
sign
give a
off
shit.
for once with a proper sign off and not just end abruptly.